And after a century of war, I remember that which matters most. We are still here! Tonight, let us make them remember we are not afraid!
Oh, yeah, we're getting Stefan Molyneux, rock and roll and whatnot. I just wanted you to see that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll go back to me. I'm just having fun. Yeah, we got to know all the buttons to push and everything. You know, the one thing that we're doing, we're just getting all techie here. We got them Skyped from, where are you at, Stefan?
I am just outside of Toronto, Canada.
Stefan Molyneux from Toronto. You know, the one thing that I want to make sure that we do, let's go ahead and give a proper introduction to Stefan Molyneux. And my first, I guess, person-to-person experience with Stefan was at Porcupine Festival in northern New Hampshire, and it was interesting for me to see how popular you were with the young people up there, and you have grown in your influence throughout this voluntarist movement that is just they're going, yeah, what Stefan said. You know what Stefan said. What is it that Stefan Molyneux is saying that's got you so popular, man?
Well, I think that one of the things that I've really tried to focus on is to help people to do what they can do in their own lives. I mean, so often in the freedom movement, we look at things that we can't solve, that we can't fix, at least not personally, right? End the Fed. Hey, it would be great to end the counterfeit ring of the Federal Reserve. Not a whole lot that you and I, as individuals, can do to bring that about. I would love to get rid of taxation. Not a lot that I can do about it other than get thrown in jail, which is not exactly going to add to my sum total of liberty. So what I've really tried to focus on is to empower people as individuals to bring the message of freedom in a way that they can actually achieve something. And that's starting with the personal and moving out to the political. Most people want to leap over the personal, go straight to the political and try and solve everything from there. I really try when I'm thinking of a solution to a problem, and I've got a great speech coming up, I think, at the Freedom Summit, really trying to focus on what can you achieve in your life to spread the message of freedom that is not going to be dependent upon what the mainstream media says or on what everybody else does with their voting tick box. So I think empowering people to act in their own lives, to become more free, I think has given me the status of a medium-sized fish in a fairly small pond, and that I think I'm grateful for.
Oh, we're going to try and get you as big a pond as we can here, here at the Freedom Summit, freedomsummit.com. I am really looking forward to you participating. If you look at the names of the people that are there, we just had Lawrence Reed on and Butler Schaefer today. So, I mean, you're a good crowd. So what I want to make sure is that all the audience knows is that they're going to get a heavy dose of what's coming. Now, Lawrence Reed with Fee, he's a little bit more. We can use the system to bring about some change and so on. Butler's kind of, we're past that, So we're going to have a really good mix. Now, what you bring to it at the Freedom Summit, freedomsummit.com, got to keep doing that, because I want people to know that there is a party, and it's going to be at the Freedom Summit. It's the first weekend of December, and all the listeners, all the people here on LRN, pick student, okay? You get the student discount. It's one second, because we're doing a lot of advertising on the Clear Channel talk station here, so we're going to get a lot of the conservatives. They're going to be coming over, and I'm like, I want to make sure we're outnumbering them, man. It's just it's more fun. So we're going to have a lot of people that are supportive of your message. Now, what you're talking about is this cultural sea change. It's by individuals that have an impact on the political stuff and voting and all that. That's a side effect. That's a side effect of something else. What is it that we are looking for as individuals to be able to accomplish? We want to change ourselves. What's the foundation that you're looking to alter us? What is it that you want us to become?
We have to become how the future is going to look in our own time. We have to become as free as humanly possible so that people see, in a way, through us, a gateway into the world of the future that they want to join, that they want to come. If you spend your time fighting with people about politics and fighting with people about currency policy and fighting with people about foreign policy and war and taxes and so on, you look a lot less free because you're swimming against the current. You look a lot less free than you would if you simply lived like a beacon, like a lighthouse, like a flare, like a solar flare, if you simply lived a free life yourself, so that you could evoke in other people some kind of envy. I know that sounds kind of petty in marketing, but hey, sue me. I was a software entrepreneur. I like marketing. You put the thin guy on the diet book. You want the most free life that you can possibly have, the happiest life. And that does not mean beating your head against the cheese grater of political indifference. That means becoming a beacon of freedom in your own life so that people can say, hey, whatever that man has, whatever that woman has, I got to get me some of that. And I think that's how this thing spreads.
Well, I tell you, that's one way to start. I mean, are there any other option? I mean, I want to give deference to the people that say, you know, Ron Paul is going to run again in 2012, and gosh darn it, we're going to support his his political campaign, his speaking tour. I mean, is it another batch of freed minds we're going to get from that? And a lot of the people, and we saw this at PorkFest, there were a lot of people that were brought into the movement with his message of freedom, but once they started getting access to the information, they went a little bit further, and they started to realize from up close that, yeah, maybe this political thing is not the way to go. Well, you know, I'm not for. I don't tell people what to do. Vote, don't vote. That's not the point. My point is that you free your own mind. You have the information. You want to make the right decisions. It's just, where do you get the information to make the right decisions? And that's why I'm so supportive of your videos. And, we got to give out your website and stuff where they can go watch your video, because they're great. These are awesome. And the idea that, look, man, we're just livestock. You know, the end of free range is not freedom. It's a chicken McNugget box. You know, that's my favorite video. Statism, part 13, or the end of statism. Right? That's great. So go ahead and give out some information where people can get some more stuff on your videos and things that you provide for them.
Sure. You can go to freedomainradio.com, FREEDOM. AIN Radio, or you can go to youtube.com/freedomainradio for videos, podcasts, and everything under the sun is just about free. No obligation. Don't have to give me any information. Just download and enjoy 1,700 podcasts, 5 books, 400 plus videos. I have been a busy Canadian beaver, so I really encourage people to come and try out philosophy and to get to the website and start bringing reason, evidence, and the good old Socratic method to you as the crowbar that takes the chains off your very limbs and allows you to fly like a Pegasus. So I hope that people will come by the website. And yes, Freedom Summit. You have to come to Freedom Summit. This is the chance, and I said this about Libertopia as well. This is the chance to see the Beatles in Hamburg. Right? This is the chance to see the Beatles in 1962 when they were in Germany. This is the chance to get in on the ground floor so that when freedom comes and your grandchildren say to you, what were you doing? Where were you? What was your participation in the greatest battle for the free minds and souls of men? You can say, I was there, I supported, I cheered on, I helped out, I donated, I spread the word, I made debates, I was in the front line of the new wave to freedom. That is a great thing to be proud of. Don't miss out on seeing this kind of stuff live. There's an energy in live stuff that you simply can't get reproduced through the web. And I really encourage people to come out, to get electrified, to get that good old plus Borg 1 feeling of being around like-minded people and getting that energy that only a larger group can provide.
You know, what we did is we planned on Sunday being kind of this anarchist day. You know, we got Butler Schaefer and you and a lot of the other more kind of, we try this political thing. We're going to change ourselves. We're going to learn the truth. So Sunday, we're going to have like a special program for a lot of the ASU students for them to be able to come that they can't even afford the student package. So we'll have we want to make sure they get the lunch program on Sunday. It's all Stefan Molyneux from Toronto. We'll be right back here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, and the Freedom Summit speaker, one of our featured speakers, Stefan Molyneux. We'll be right back in just a little bit here on LRN.FM. You stay right there.